Alright, and welcome to MRV Motorsport F1 Series Season 2. This is the first race of the season, and immediately we have a little problem because we raced at night and now all of a sudden in the replay it is broad daylight. But it cannot spoil the fun, and we just gonna start the race. Going through the following order a little quick here. Morali on pole position, well done, a very fast driver over one lap especially. Yeah, Vanotti on second place, also well done of course, and Malone only on third place at this first race of the season. Dooley, he gained some speed compared to last year. Fourth place for him. Goodman, same story for him. Also him we know from last season. Very well done. Antich, 6th place. Kostre, 7th place. Joret at 8th place. And then Carlo, a new driver, same as Christopher Godfrey. I know him for a while, but he is new in the league. They are new in the league. Very welcome. And inside the top 10, so that is great to see. Of course I don't forget the rest, but yeah, for now we leave it at this. The new drivers: Diaz, welcome to, and Jamie Badenes. The rest we know from last season there. Alright, as you see the start has already begun. We have the auto cam on. I'm gonna play around with that a little bit, but for now we take a look at the leaders. And there is immediately a move from Malone on Vanotti. Yeah, a couple of corners back he fought him off, but now he, yeah, I know he Malone used a lot of ERS there to overtake Vanotti, and immediately want to go for the first position here. And as we know, Morali, he's gonna fight his hard, and of course he will, as long as it is clean. And yeah, it looks clean until now. Malone takes the place, but can Morali stay in the slipstream and cover this off? It looks like he can, but he's on the outside, and there Malone brakes really late. Maybe the switchback there for Morali, but no. This will stay like it is. And from this moment on, Malone will try to build that gap, of course. Let's see if the Morali and Vanotti can stick with him. But before we go ahead on this race, let's take another look at the start. Oh, there is already a small gap between Malone and Morali there. It looks like Malone has a little bit of a better pace here, at least on this part of the race. Alright, so we go back at the start. Rafael, do you have a good start? It looks like everybody has a good start, and I want to talk about that because, wow, guys, we raced real clean through this first corner, and overall too. Really proud to see, and yeah, give each other space. Yeah, a bit of a daring move there from Kostre, and he cannot make it stick, but he is close to number 3 and 4. Hope there will be a nice fight for these guys. And going side by side to the essence here, and oh, Dooley really has to bail out of this to make sure you don't destroy the car, of course. Alright, I want to see one more start of the race, and look at this livery, guys. It's great to see that some guys made teammates and also made a livery. Oh, very slow start there for Georgiades, teammate of Dustin Dooley from this season on. And yeah, alright, he's being really careful. Nice to see. Just wait your chances. And there are a little There are little touches there, as you can see. Okay, we have to take another look at that. And of course you see a gap and you think I can go in, but you know this guy is turning in here. And yeah, then there's contact, of course. I would say do a little bit more careful next time, Carlo. Because now you have damage and it's gonna cost you the whole first stint. Alright, maybe one more look. To explain the rules, and it's actually pretty tight. When we look at, yeah, I have to say it is kind of tight. Who is this actually? It is Antich here. Oh, Antich had so much bad luck. All right, let's see. As you can see at the steering wheel here, and we go a little bit back. Here he is already steering into the corner, and the rules say, and that's good to know for everybody, when you are already steering into the corner, yeah, then you have to be at for the attacking car. In this case, it was Carlo there. You have to be already beside him, and that means that your front wheels needs to be in front of the rear wheels of the other car, the defending car. And as you can see, it's definitely not the case. So this is, yeah, it is the mistake is from Carlo here, and he gets a 5-second penalty because nobody spins out. But yeah, this is 5-second penalty. And I'm gonna start over because yeah, last year I was making the drivers understand good that you really have to be careful in the first corner, first lap too. And then I said that I was oh, and again, this doesn't look so good. Is that again Carlo? Alright, but I was telling to make sure that everybody was safe, that it should be penalized double. I won't do it for this race because we have a couple of new drivers and I think they don't know. But yes, this is Carlo again. And Mr. Carlo, this is way too late to make a move like this. At least it feels like that. Yeah, there you can see here Antich is steering in already. You can see it as at his steering wheel. Yeah, and you're not nowhere alongside. So yeah, the responsibility to don't make contact in this corner here is totally yours, and you're late. Antich has the right to move into the corner, and it's bad to see that Antich has two corners and two times, yeah, gets someone hitting his car, and that's yeah, these cars are Formula One cars, as we know, really quick. You have damage, and you're gonna feel it. And yeah, and this is also the story, you know, for Carlo. It doesn't make you faster, you know. You lose even another position here to Jorrit here. So yeah, think a little bit more ahead, plan your moves, and yeah, the race really starts when pace is shown on track, and not especially. You never win a race in the first corner, first couple of corners, like that. So take a lesson out of this, please, because we don't want to ruin each other's races here. What's going on in the back? A lot of cars going close, and I think I see some more contact over there. Christopher Godfrey, you are fighting with Fabio Gall. Fabio Gall can have really good pace overall, but yeah, you have to stay clean, and you're pushing a car out of side of track here. We're gonna take another look. Okay, I have to say, in this case, yeah, I make a lesson out of this. Why not? Christopher is definitely steering in here, as you can see at the steering wheel. Fabio is alongside, so he can claim the inside here. Chris has to leave space, and he does. So that's perfectly done. But yeah, you make this move and you go wide, really, and then you come there. Now you're in front, so you can push the other car, in this case, Chris, a little wide. Sure, you can, but you have to leave space. At least one car with a space, and there you go. You are really missing this corner. Touching him don't lose space. You're yeah, forcing another driver out of track here. All right, that's unfortunate, but overall still nobody spun here, So still a fairly clean lap, and yeah, everybody, I know everybody is respectful to each other, trying to do their best, and yeah, it is racing. It is always this way. Racing is racing, and incidents are happening, and yeah, luckily it's nothing on purpose. But everybody personally try to learn and do better every time you get back on track. All right, I think we're gonna try out the autocam here. And there we focused on our last drivers for now. Bonardi making a move, trying a move on Georgiades. Can he make this move stick? Going to the inside, leaving space very well. And therefore, Georgiades could actually keep the position, I think. There, he's spinning. Oh yeah, trying to avoid contact with Chris, and was there someone hitting him from the back? Diaz maybe. Let's see. Trying to avoid, and Diaz, come on, you cannot go through someone. And that is forcing this spin. And yeah, again, I have to take a look at this. But this is actually a 10-second penalty because you're spinning someone out. And I cannot make it any more pretty than that, but okay, it's for your first race, try to learn. We are on board MRV Motorsport. Who is using that beautiful logo there? It has to be Georgiades or Dustin Dooley. And in this case, it was Georgiades. Switching to Vanatti, back at the front of the pack. And there is a gap between Malone and Morali and Vanatti. Vanatti still at the back of Morali and getting the DRS there probably. Dooley, a lot of drivers close here. Very nice job on the livery there. Alright, I think Kostrate took a position there. Was that right or not? I still have to get used to all this new system. But yeah, exactly. Kostrate is taking 4th place here. And that's looking pretty alright. Fighting with Goodman there, and I think, yeah, Goodman also has great pace in Bahrain, as I raced him before earlier this week. And yeah, well, he improved a lot, and I'm really grateful to see that. Alright. And then Dooley is really close, and there are a lot of close battles now up until here. And Goodman is really close, making a move on Kostre. And can he make the move stick on the outside there? Why is this camera staying there so long? We want to see the car. And he did, but he is on the long straight, and now Kostre will have the DRS. Can he? I'm gonna change camera. God damn, this is a ridiculous camera. Alright, moving back. Kostre, can you do this? Sticking on the outside. Yeah, very clean driving in this case, guys. Very well done. And, ooh, and there goes Dustin. You can see the curve is going up there. And he's touching it, unsettling the car. And there he goes. But overcorrects the car. And then you cannot... yeah, then you're just a passenger. Really unfortunate to see. But yeah, well, I'm sure he's gonna do better in next races there, because this is a serious guy. You can see that at the by looking at the livery. All right, Goodman really close still to Kostre. Go back to this 5 because this is looking great. Going on board. Ooh, Kostre, you're going wide there, but I think you have the right to go through that corner the way you want. You can go to the outside if you are truly ahead. I'm keep doing this a little bit to make sure everybody understands the rules a little bit better. So yeah, you are fully ahead. We make some differences: fully ahead, truly ahead, and alongside. And yeah, so you are outbraking yourself, but this is no way. Yeah, it is a difficult situation, but nowhere near a penalty or something. And no touch either, so don't worry about it. But it was a little bit of a scary moment there for Goodman, and yeah, well, I have to say this fight is pretty nice to look at. But we also want to take a look at other guys. All right, and we skipped the moment actually that Vanotti was overtaking Murali, and there he goes. He's going with the DRS on the long straight. Let's take a look if he can make this move stick. All right, Murali, can you get back at him? You have the DRS now probably. And a really late opening the DRS there, and then you don't have time enough. But maybe he was, yeah, he was driving careful maybe this time. I really am happy to see that Adi Morali made this race totally without any incident, no contacts, no spins by himself, and yeah, really well done. Antage here, and this was really a painful story that he told me, because he Antage didn't have the right settings for the lights, and yeah, he couldn't really see the corners properly. Goodman still fighting with Costray. Great close racing here, guys. And I am really hoping that Antage can hang in here. But he had that couple of moments with, I think it was Carlo in the beginning. So maybe his car was compromised. I don't know. Overtaking. Oh, both go wide here. And yeah. I see Antage is driving on the soft tires. So he still has that super soft tire for the last stint. Luckily nobody went off track because of that incident, but yeah, that was actually a little bit too much. Oh, and now the leaderboard is screwed again. I think it only works when I don't... Oh no! Why is this happening? That's so pity, man. Then you really lose out. Feeling bad. But yes, maybe he can still do something, but yeah. Goodman is still fighting, but this time not with Costray. It is... Oh, it's difficult. Yeah, when I touch this bar and go back in time, then the leaderboard will screw up again and again and again. But yeah, maybe I should use... Goodman on the softer tire, waiting for the long straight to have that DRS opening up. Trying to get back at Costray too, of course. Let's see his pace from now. But I think he will get into this fight with Jorrit. It is great to see you guys fight. And in the background there, a lot of overtaking here. I think that is also a nice fight here. Ain't this taking the position there? Oh, Antage is involved there, of course. And his tires are kind of overheating, probably from that moment earlier. That's really hard to get them back into temperature, and yeah, that doesn't make things easier. Carlo also passed Antage at this moment, and yeah, Georgiades driving smooth and careful, but still is getting back at those guys there. So being careful in the beginning is really paying off later. And don't forget, there's still a penalty, I think, for Carlo. There is one, and for yeah, I don't know, I have to look it back later on. But yeah, good driving, and we missed this, but Dooley went off. He's still on track now. Yeah, but he went off and yeah, hanging in there. Unfortunately, at 15th place now, and Godfrey also still at the back after that mistake. Alright, just see this as a learning race or something. I don't know, make the something positive out of, out of this. Alright. How is our new guy Jamie doing? Jamie Bananas, our new driver. One of our new drivers. Ain't is still fighting Carlo here. Really close. Can he? And he has this super soft tires at this moment. And there is lap 9. And he was telling me that there was close racing going on at lap 9. And maybe also a mistake. We're gonna take a look at that. Just before the long straight. Wait a little longer to get that DRS going. Have a good exit. And I can tell he can't wait to overtake. Looking very good. Take a look inside his car. Ooh, that is pretty close. But he makes the mistake. But then can you defend for that DRS there? But because now it's Carlos. Going to the inside. Defending move. But still, the outside can work, but the inside is no. And then at the end, at the exit of that corner, the traction is on the outside, of course. But yeah, another chance maybe. Next DRS zone is coming up. Really good to see that Jeroen is driving. Have a good fight. Oh, I have to hold off there. And a moment of Carlo. And then still they get really close together. We're gonna stick a little bit longer to this fight. And who is joining this fight there? It's Konstantinon. That's also nice to see that you can fight for that 1 point, or maybe yeah, maybe 4 points actually. No, even more. What? Now I'm confused. Now I'm confused because Badenas is alongside there. Is this Dustin on a? No, it is Georgiades, but ain't. I think something's wrong with the leaderboard again. I was trusting it, but that's clearly not working. At least when you touch that, skip some time at the bar, then we're getting in problem. And there is the spin of Jeroen. That is really unfortunate. You was doing an amazing job, and now you're taking out Konstantinon too. And that was such a beautiful fight there. Yeah, it was Ain't. And then Ain't's going to the outside here, 3 wide. Very beautiful, but let's go in slow motion. There you see. It was not Ain't who made that hit on Konstantinon. It was actually Carlo, right? Yes. And Ain't spinning on his own, wanting to have that traction and make some gap. And there Konstantinon was just going there. Oh, and Carlo, with your penalties, is going to walk away unharmed in this situation. But I have to say, it doesn't look really good. Because, okay, now let's take a look at this view. 3 wide. Watch out, guys. This is... And now, you are just... No, you cannot do this. You know there's a car beside you, right? It is all the time beside you. You cannot... You have to leave space on the inside. You're steering into the inside here. And you have to stay at the middle when you're 3 wide. It's really difficult, but that's actually the case. And then there's contact. Yeah, he was there. Konstantinos was he cannot disappear in thin air, as we say it. So this contact was unnecessary. Sometimes it's even better to just pull out of the move. And then unfortunately, oh my god. Alright. Alright, we are back on this third stint of making the replay. So, back at lap 10, Malone on first place, Fanotti second still. 5 seconds behind, but hanging in there, to be honest. And yeah, the pit stops are coming up, so it's going to be really interesting what's going to happen there. Morali dropped a little bit back, yes, and now ain't after his problems and spin probably damage. Yeah, I think he's gonna get lapped pretty soon by Morali, because Morali is third here. Goodman, good to see that you are on fourth place. Had a great fight with Yit, but the distance between the two is yeah, getting bigger and bigger, I think. But maybe Jit can come back at the end of the race. Antich still at 6th place now after his spin and troubles there. Also with the touches at the beginning of the race. And following him at 5 seconds is Kostre, 7th place now. Carlo, new driver. On the soft compound of tire. So I think he will stretch his stint a little bit more. Followed by Badenas. And getting close, actually. I think they are the closest. Oh no, Bonardi is close at this moment in time. That's good to see, because we didn't have seen him yet on this replay. And he's getting close to Diaz. Only 1.2 seconds separating them. Bonardi on the yellow tires, as same as Diaz, so they are stretching the stint as well, probably. And Dustin Dooley still on track there, but he had big troubles. He didn't have any sound on his race, so yeah, that was almost impossible to drive for him. And there in the back you see Malone already coming to lap these guys, and that's okay, that's kind of surprising. On lap 12 already. Yes, there goes Malone. Alright, nevertheless, Bonardi still close. He's just outside of that DRS window, and come on guy, just use some ERS if you still have something left to spare. Yeah, to get inside that second, man. Oh, locking up there. That's not what you can use there, and immediately you see the distance growing. Alright. There goes Dooley. Now there's the DNF for Dustin, unfortunately. And also Fabio lost it somewhere. Yeah, I cannot get everything on camera, of course. I'm just doing the best I can. I'm sorry for the moments that I'm missing. Christopher Godfrey back on 12th place. So slowly he's coming back to the pack. But there's 15 seconds yeah, up to Bernardi then, who is in this moment in time losing out to Diaz. Alright, then we go back to Vanotti, because what we see here is that he took the pit stop. Now he is behind Joret, and only 2 seconds behind him is Antich there. But yeah, Vanotti has taken his pit stop then already, going for the soft compound of tires. And I know Malone, is he covering up this? Let's take a look, because he was not going into the pit up until now. Now he is going to the pit, and it's lap 14, 15. It's lap 15 is starting. Yeah, covering off. Yeah, 14 laps and then 29 in total. So that means that he wants to do 15 laps on the soft compound of tires. All right, Vanotti, where are you? Because you had the undercut there. And there is Malone coming out of the pit, and the distance between the two is actually pretty close now. It is within 3 seconds. And of course, Malone has the colder tires, the newer tires, but they're still cold, so he has to rub them in. And yeah, I have to say it was pretty hard to get them inside that temperature window. So I think I was a little high on the pressure. But yeah, what can you do? You have these tires and you have to deal with it. So now Malone really has to push Vanotti up until 1.7 seconds, and of course Malone don't want to let Vanotti inside that DRS window. So he really needs to push now to make sure that he stays out. Vanotti, of course, pushing to get into that DRS window. And let's take a look at his camera. And it would have been nice if Konstantinon was giving Malone the DRS, but that was not the case. And I think actually Georgiades is giving Vanotti the DRS here. No, also not. So that's kind of fair. Who is then? I think it is Ain't in front of Malone now. Let's take a look if we can have a nice camera. Yes, there he goes. Number 1, followed by Vanotti, pretty close. Going a little bit wide there. You can see that he's really pushing there. And hoping for the DRS this time around on Ain't, of course. I don't know if he can make it. It looks like he can. And I think he's in, but will Ain't stay ahead? Or will he move aside and give the DRS to Vanotti then? Oh, he's going off throttle. And now I think, will he give the DRS to Vanotti or not? We can take a look from his car. Will the DRS open for Vanotti? No, but I think maybe it will for Malone. No, also not. So that sneaky Ain't has the DRS for himself, maybe. That would be smart. Not really. Alright. Oh, we cannot go back. Oh my god. Does this still work? I really hope. Alright, then Diaz is going for his pit stop. Let's take a look where he comes back on track. And now Yet is on first place. Morali, yeah, that is screwed up again, I think. Or didn't they pit yet? One single mistake on touching those buttons and I'm losing the leaderboard again. That's so annoying. Alright, yeah, well, 70.5 laps. I think when the leaderboard is screwed anyway. And no one is really close. Except Vanotti, still close with Malone there. That's the closest at this moment, so why wouldn't we take a look at this? .5 seconds. That's not a lot. And Malone trying to break that slipstream. You can do this one time Mr. Goodman, one time, huh? Not several times. That is weaving. But all right. And there, yeah, I think Malone has slightly lower downforce settings, because on the straights I can tell that he's gaining some distance. But yeah, in this sector, yeah, I think Fanotti has a little bit more downforce and having the benefit here. And getting back, you see there, 1.8, alright. At least that was what I felt. Yeah, there you go, 1.7 even. And now with a long straight again, and then you're going up 1.9, 2.0 I think on the end of this, maybe not even. Wow, some ERS is going, was used, I guess. All right, let's take a look at Malone's car for a second then. Really pushing to get Fanotti out of his back. Let's take a little look at his helmet. Maybe Malone is losing it and is going too far with this livery making, but I like it. Alright, Fanotti, where are you? Still around that 2 seconds, but you're not coming closer. And the longer it is taking, the better the tires of Malone are getting. Because, yeah, he pitted 2 laps later. And yeah, that's gonna make a difference in at the end of the race, of course. And we only have 9 laps to go, I think. Yeah, that little bit is screwed. Goddamn. Alright, but we're gonna skip a little bit. Let's take a look if there is still. And yeah, as you see, Fanotti keeps that gap on 2 seconds for, yeah, nothing really changes. The pace is kind of the same. And yeah, how about, yes, that is keeping the same until those tires are going to drop. But there is Carlo. Carlo is close to Badenas. Let's take a look if he can make a move on him. The DRS up straight is coming up, so probably he will focus on the exit, and he has better tires. He has actually the super soft tires, and if I am correct, Jamie Badenas has the hard tires, so this would be an easy move to make here, and that's exactly how it looks. Oh, but don't touch each other. Guys, I know you like each other, but don't kiss each other, especially not on track. No, I think it's just alright. And then too much on the throttle there. And alright. He really was having troubles coming out of this second corner here. And then sometimes you're just pushing too much throttle, and it is a tricky corner. And yeah, then Diaz says thank you very much, and he's getting away on his soft tires, then super soft tires even. But one corner later he makes a mistake himself. Oh, alright, that's not gonna be good for your tires, buddy. Okay, having to wait, you do that perfectly, because yeah, other guys have to pass you. It's your mistake, but yeah, you do that in a respectful way. You make the best you can do out of it. Alright, let's take a look at Malone. He is coming to this party too. Yep, alright, no problems there. Fanotti, alright. Well done. And as you can see, the distance between Vanotti and... Oh, you cannot see this because the leaderboard is screwed up. Again, I'm so happy when Jan Burget is doing the streaming next week. He is. So this is the official announcement. I do it right here. Jan is doing the stream. He's working already on it to prepare everything. And yeah, really looking forward to how he's gonna do that. And yeah, we make this everything in order in the upcoming week. Alright, let's skip a little bit. Ain't is coming close to Georgiades. Let's take a look at that, because that is probably going to be another great fight. I think both of those guys are on the hard compound of tire. Yep, definitely. So that's a fair fight. They are actually fighting for a point here, so pretty interesting. And there is another thing going on, because Goodman got a 5-second penalty somewhere. I cannot see it, unfortunately. Yeah. But Yit is almost within that 5 seconds. And yeah. Can he make it and take away good points from Mr. Goodman? 4.9 it is right now. I don't think Ain't is gaining on Georgiades at this moment in time. So we're gonna take a look at Jorrit for a while. 4.8, 4.7. So if he can keep this gap until to Rafal, then he will get the points of 4th place, and that are good points. I think, let's see, 25, 18, 15, 12 points instead of 10. And there you can see him far in the distance there. Was it already lap 25? Maybe we can witness the moment that... and there goes Georgiades. Unfortunately, I cannot rewind, but we kept it. We had it on camera there. And that's the reason why Ain't will finish at 10th place, taking away that last point. Very well done. Unfortunate for Georgiades. Yeah, but always next chances. He did a great race, to be honest. But yeah. Maybe we can witness what's happening to Rafal here in turn 10. He was telling us about your practice workout. You can do it. And there it was. Yes, and this is definitely not going outside of track because of a spin and get a 5-second penalty for that. I think it was his 4th warning. But yeah, as you can see, we cannot even see when someone is getting a penalty or something. So yep. And in this moment in time, Vanotti's tires were going bad, and that's why the gap between the two of those, Malone and Vanotti, was growing too to around 5 seconds. And yeah, and now something happened. I think he made a mistake or something, because now he's back at 5 seconds. So he really has to put some work in to make sure that he is within that 5-second gap to Rafael Goodman. And back to 4 seconds. Yeah, that's going quickly when you have the DRS. No more close fights for the rest of us, and yeah, we're gonna skip a little bit to see. Yet they're still at 3. Is that maybe the case? When I click on someone and then fast forward, is it working then? No. No. unfortunately, there are still some flaws in that replay thing. But as we can see in uh, uh, the results, yeah, Yet did manage to get those extra 2 points from Rafal. But still a good result for Rafal, of course, and not only him. A lot of guys did a pretty decent job. There were some incidents, and yeah, I'm still hoping that you, the guys that are listening, or actually everybody, that you do the reports, especially next week, because when someone is streaming, I will not do the replay, and then I won't see so much about what happened in the race. So it's really important that you report the incidents that are happening. It's for me when I don't do the replay, it's there another spin. Okay, the last lap or so. Yeah, I don't really like it, to be honest, but I want to try to make it more easy for you guys, and you can direct message me with the lap and the incident, and then I can take a look at it and I can judge it. But yeah, you have to do something to make me, yeah, do the stewarding. All right, last lap. Malone is already finished here, and yeah, let's see if he is looking more happy than now. No, same crazy as ever. All right, guys. Great race overall, but a couple of incidents. Learn from this, and yeah, look at your penalties and see what's happening. I think I can make the results for tonight. Bye bye.